Well, see if I can find myself again today. It's been one of those days, I'm telling you. Yep, not up yet. Still don't see me. Just be my luck too that the stream won't start. I think it started streaming. It said I'm broadcasting live. Oh, you guys can see the worried look on my face if I can't find myself. Oh, I'm telling you though, it's been one of those days. It's just rush, 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 rush everything, rush everywhere. And now I just hit refresh and it doesn't want to come back. There it is. There I am. All right, here we go. Learn to chill out. Oh, after I watch this ad, of course. Sheesh. How do you get an ad on your own channel? That's crazy. Dwight Curley, nice to see you, bud. Santa Fe Bob. Hello, SSW Train Freak 86. Everybody can hear me, right? Please say you can hear me. Humanity City Junction. Or Humanity Junction, sorry. And everybody saying hi still. That's cool. North American Trains. I'm not even wearing a good shirt for this. Black Rat Snake. Huh. Sheesh. All confused. And Dustin Zen Scale. Dang, leave the music play. What's getting... Oh, man. No, can't do that. And Chazco, how are you? And Lucas Kane. And Leslie Gilpin. Hi, Sparky. Hi, everyone. PDRR Engineer. And John 2618. John Tanzillo. That's cool. Norman Rowe, how are you, bud? Gary Wise. And just Nate's popping in. Tyganda Valley Railroad and Coal Company. And Mr. Ralph Greenwood, how are you? SSW Train Freak. That's the name I need today, Train Freak. If you guys saw the trailer that led up, I put that up a couple hours early. But that's what I'm going to be doing, is playing with that big transformer. So, North American Trains and Joe Rader. If you haven't seen it yet, quick, fly over there and see it. It's just the video I posted just before this one. So, you can take a boo at that. And then come back. It always takes a few minutes for us all to say hi anyway. So, and real friend Brent. And Frank Muir, how are ya? Closet Branch. Cool, lots of people filling up pretty quick. Chat's flying. And Mr. Digger Evans. Usually miss your name when it goes flying by. And New Fenris Railroad. Saw you had a video up today, I think. That's just, I gotta keep adding the word I think, because I'm just not quite sure. When are you doing the questions and answers? Well, I've got 4 or 5 of them written down. And I'll get to a few of them each week that I'm doing something. Like I said, I'm just not going to have a lot of time to get things set up. And today, went down to that rail yard, saw where the transformer was, asked the guy a few questions on where we can park and set up, and told him how many vehicles are coming because of the because of the showstopper, I guess we can still call it. And he's like, holy cow, you got 5 cars coming and trucks, and there's going to be a couple of other companies there that are helping us out. And we're going to jack and slide it, which means we use hydraulic jacks on timbers. We put it under the transformer, and then we got to do cutting torches on it, because it's actually, there's plates welded to the side to hold it tight onto the rail car, which was really cool to actually see. And we got to cut all those up, then we got to lift it off the rail car, and then they put sliders underneath it, and hydraulic jacks push it out about 1 foot at a time. So it takes a good part of a day to get that all set up and done, and then stuck on the truck as good as we can. And it's going to be a hot one tomorrow too, so it's going to be a lot of fun though. I've never actually done a rail car cutoff for a transformer. I've lifted them with cranes, I've done them in the yards and stuff like that, but I've never gone to a rail yard to actually go retrieve one. So this is going to be cool. Dave Larson saying hello, how are you? Schuylkill River Valley. Nice to see you guys popping in. And Mount Blessing Railroad, good evening. Anfield Road Layout in the Loft. And I think I saw TSG Multimedia popping in there. So how are you, John? And there's Mr. Vinny, BNSF 6951. And should set that GoPro up on... yeah, that would be really cool. But I have been told already I am not allowed to show or take any video of us working. It's a clause I had to sign because my company, which is Hydro One, knows that I have a YouTube channel. So I had to sign a little waiver thingy saying I will not show any Hydro One assets. So as you kind of heard me, and I will be taking that video down after my live stream. So like I said, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's kind of cool. And it's only like less than a minute long too. So SD70 Ace, how are you? And James Cloton, nice to see you, bud. But like I said, I had to sign that saying I will not show any Hydro One assets. So I have been told many times from many supervisors, do not bring a video camera to work for the next couple days. I'm like, okay, I can take a hint. They said video camera. This is a phone. But again, I don't want to get in trouble at work, and they do watch my channel, and I'm pretty sure they're going to watch my channel because of this too. And well, if I can take some video without people in, I'm going to try, and we'll see how it goes. So, and woodworking with Amy, how are you? Well, I know how you are. You're in the house. But very quiet in here tonight. I got home, started my trains up, and I had 4 of them going at once, which is just, I like to have trains running in my Helix, multiples. And then all of a sudden it got to this corner right behind me, and one of them stopped. Like, okay. So then I'm looking around for it, and I can't find it. Well, that's because it's right here on this corner. I don't look at the corner. You think it would just pop right out at you. But no, it just stopped, so I had to push it pretty much all the way down that wall. For some reason, there's intermittent track power. Now, I don't understand how that works. I don't have any feeders down this wall. So how do you get intermittent track power if the rails are your bus line? Don't get that. But every once in a while it would go, then it would stop. And I'd push it, and it would go, and it would stop. So I got the rail cleaners out. Started cleaning the rails, used track cleaner instead of alcohol. Had those going around, and sure enough, as soon as I got to this corner over here, done. Okay, so I cleaned it by hand. They were all running great. Whoops, hold on, down to 3, because one still wanted to act up. So, okay, I had 3 of them running around, that's alright. Then another one acted up in the Helix. Like, this isn't helping. We got 20 minutes until my live stream. What's going on? Cleaned a bit of track in there, took that train off, now I had 2. And then, for some reason, at the switch down at the end of the yard, it jumped the switch. So I had rail cars, well, I had the engine going down one lane, and rail cars following down the other one, and the other rail car was sideways, which looked really cool. If I could have got that on video, it would have been great. And then, of course, it hit something, and everything just kind of stopped. Then it was down to 1. And then it just started doing the intermittent thing again. And I thought, you know what, I don't have time for this. So I shut it all off. Now it's just so quiet in here. It's just, oh my God. And then I'm rushing around trying to get everything done. And then it's like, oh no, I haven't actually done anything for the video yet and put little screens up. And, oh, one of those nights, I'm telling you. Just, if anything could go wrong, so far, it will. And so far, nobody said you can't hear me, so I'm doing okay that way. Dwayne's Fork and Spoon Railroad saying hi to Heath, Vinny, John, SRV. And Dave, how are you? Crooked River and Eastern? I think I actually left your shout-out video up. I usually take those down. Drew Dudes Model Trains, how are ya? And there's Nora with Northern Ohio Railroad Action. And Santa Fe Bob, message retracted. Oops. Didn't like what you said, huh? Oh, that's cool. I was on a live stream the other day, and it's a little more popular of a channel. It's Pusa Studios. And it was really cool because all of a sudden, like, the guy makes everybody moderators. It's the Blue Wrench group, right? So everybody's a mod. So if you're not a mod, you're new. So a couple new people come into the chat, and the first thing that these people said was, hey, can you give me a shout out? Well, obviously the channel knows that they're new because they don't have a blue wrench. And all of a sudden Andrew, which is one of the hosts, just kind of went, you know what, dude? And it was NS2 or Channel 2 or something like that. Let's get it started. Smash the like button. Hey, Dustin's N Scale Railroad, thank you very much. And, oh, of course, these are all tied up. It's going to be one of those nights. Backwards. Maybe that's that. I don't know. I've just put it on. Thanks, Dustin. Just heat up my head a little bit more. Actually, for the weather, it's really hot outside, but this shed's keeping pretty cool, so I like it. But that was, anyway, cool, thank you. I saw that on Pusa. Yeah, Digger, and I just thought it was so cool because he actually called out the channel, and then for about 20 minutes, he was like, you know what, bud, I'm going to give you a shout out, put the guy's channel up there, and he started calling him out, and it's like, what makes you think that you can come into my live stream, and the first words out of your mouth, basically, are, hey man, can I have a shout out? Did you think it was going to work? Well, obviously it did work, because he gave him a 20-minute shout out, but I'm amazed at this community, because we don't get that problem very often. Knock on wood right now, because of the way the night's been going, but this community is pretty good. People come in, new people come in, they're pretty sure it's a train channel anyway, and they take part in the chat. They watch the chat before they say anything, and if there is any trouble, moderators are pretty quick. Like Ron Bright's there. You say something wrong, he's going to get on you right away. So, and the Carver's in here. How are you? And how hot can it be in Canada? Well, hot enough to melt snow. Sounds like a 20-minute shout out. Yeah, it was. So, but I was getting a chuckle out of it. So, me being the smart ass that I am, I commented on Pusa Studios' video afterwards, and I said, oh, by the way, can I get a shut up live stream on your next live stream? And he just cracked up, started laughing. He's like, that was just so well put. Can I get a shut up? Because that's what you want to tell these people to do, right? It's just, why are you here? Like, you're not going to get your shout out. If anything, you're going to get blocked on the channel. Which, incidentally, I haven't gone back in over a month to check who's actually blocked on my channel or not. But anyway, so has anybody gone back to try to watch last week's live stream? I do not know what happened to it. Has anybody else had this happen to you if you do a live stream? But even today, I went back to it. There is no live chat, but the box is there. So you can switch to top chat and live chat. You can go to the bottom. It's all there, but there's no chat in the box. I don't get that. It's been like that all week, obviously. Still not tonight. And out of all the nights to do it, the night we did the Redbird Tony plea for help, and we got him some good help, I hope. But that's the other thing is, my super stickers and my super chats, they haven't updated, say, since May 16th. So, just over a week. Or May 16th, that's, yeah. Yeah, today's the 27th. So, and Miles Junction N Scale, thank you very much, buddy. And give you one of these new ones, if I can get it out. And I do have a really, really new one to show somebody today. Where's that? Entrance to the... I got these ones thinking they'd be easy to get into. Ha! It's not too bad, because it's still new. There we are. See, this one fits me right over my ears and everything, so I don't have big ears. I feel like a judge. But it's supposed to be one of those Supreme Court guys. So, kind of cool. And check out Sparky's merch. Thank you very much, Nora. And I should start reading some of this chat. Maybe you guys have questions. Continuous requests to the live stream hosts are annoying, especially when their questions have been answered. Yeah, that's kind of true. And Father Google is probably reviewing last week's chats for non-PC words. Yeah, but I've never had it take over a week before. That's kind of crazy. And like I said, no super chats or super stickers. They didn't update either, so I have no idea who or what or how much was given to Redbird Tony last week. So I just kind of went and added some and then put a little bit more on it and sent him some money through a bank transfer. And then he said he couldn't get it because it's Canadian funds going over to an American, I think he said he uses like a trust company, so there's not actually a bank. So he said he couldn't get it, but my bank said he got it. So now we're in limbo on that too. Maybe it's just a bad week. Maybe that's what it is. So all rise, Judge Sparky is here. Don't be doing that. And Big G's Railroad, how are you? And hi Worley. And Wardle. Blah. Get it. And evening. Everybody still saying hi? Well, that's good. Very cool. So, yeah, I don't know what happened to the super chat and super stickers. Don't know how much we actually got. I'm hoping YouTube actually tries to fix it. And I'll find out this week. If this chat doesn't actually upload, then obviously it's going to be in my settings. But I don't see it being in my settings because, like I said, the chat box is there when you watch my live stream replay. It's just there's no chat in it. So I don't understand it at all. It's not like any of us actually said anything bad or derogatory in it, because we all called the worst of the worst the showstopper. So, whew, that one does get warm. Holy. But it's George Washington. A little bit, maybe. Sparky is it, not the track connectors. Well, I'm not sure if it would be hardcore, because like I said, it's intermittent all the way down. It's the Bachmann Easy Track, but why would one piece of track not have it, the next piece would have power, and then the next piece doesn't, and the next piece does? Electrically, that's impossible. If one piece has it, and then farther down has it, then the middle's got to have it. It's just got to be there. Electricity doesn't jump. Well, it does, but that's higher electricity. That's the stuff I work with, so. Plenty of us Brits can stay awake for Sparky. Yeah, there is quite a few of you in here. It's awesome. Is it still midnight over there? Did you guys flip and now it's only 11 o'clock? And wheel cleaning time maybe. But again, the rest of my layout runs fine. So wheels don't act up just in one spot. Tom's Trains and Things. If you edited your stream in YouTube Editor, the chat is removed. I never touched the YouTube Editor. I haven't even opened that thing yet, because I have my own editing program, software and stuff, so I always use that, Tom. I can make DC power jump an inch. Okay. That's, again, higher voltages, though. Because you're probably talking about some of those starters you get in hot water heaters and stuff like that. Coils and capacitance. And does your NC control bus cross your power bus at an angle? No. But that's kind of a neat question. I'm going to have to read that again if the replay shows up. So, and you try rebooting your track 3 or 4 times. So, yep, did that one. The problem is the easy track. I would say so too, because more than likely it's just one of the connections is starting to come apart, or it's just inched off a little bit, and there's just enough vibration in it somehow that it's making it connect like that. So, my thoughts. Feeders before and after, bad connectors. Yeah. Sparky, how many feeders? Well, Jacob, on all the rest of my track that is actual track, I've got feeders on each level and probably 3 of them per loop. So, there's one right here in this corner on all 3 loops. There's one in the helix. Well, there's about 6 of them in the helix. And then I've got some way back in the back corner. Sparky, it may be very slow alternating current problem. On and off. Sorry, I wasted cyberspace. That's when could just be a slow Sparky today too. Heat could be getting to me, but sounds like not enough feeders. Maybe, but well, like I said, maybe. You never know. I'm hoping. Another problem I got, I have a switch over here, and I have no reason to have the switch over here if I'm using an easy track. So why is it there? Pull it out, put a piece of straight track in it, for crying out loud, because I get derailments on it every once in a while too. So, but going back to last week's Redbird Tony help, for a lot of you guys were awesome. I know you were, because there were super chats coming up, super stickers popping up quite a bit through the whole thing. So I got to say thanks to all the guys that did help out, either on my chat, or there was 2 other channels that turned around and tried to help Tony out too. So Redbird Tony's channel, guys, if you haven't checked them out yet, and I'm going to get a loop if this does this. Nope, good. But hopefully he throws up another video soon. I know he's still getting things cleaned up in the basement. But he's got the flood update. Good morning to the flood. Mail call on Track Tuesday. So guys, make sure you take a few minutes later after the stream, or even now. What the heck? But jump over to Redbird Tony 2010 and subscribe to the guy. That's another way to help him out, is just give him some support by following his channel. And we had 2 other channels last week doing live streams. that helped out Redbird Tony along with myself. And it's the two I kind of know about. We all know this guy here. BNSF 6951. Our cousin Vinny, or my brother Vinny. Always doing live streams on Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. And he donated half of his super chats last week to Redbird Tony. And again, guys, nobody's going to talk amounts to anybody because we just don't want to let people know how much. But he's getting some good help. It'll help out quite a bit. And the other channel that did a little bit of help, well, I shouldn't say a little bit for this one. Oh yeah, hopefully I'm not getting that feedback because my speakers are turned off. I couldn't hear that if I did. But. So Tom's Trains and Things did the Memorial Day live stream, and he donated up to $150 on top of what everybody else donated or matched. So that was really cool of him. So I'm thinking we helped out Tony pretty good. Wow. And I'm going to say thank you to all you guys that did help out. My channel, Vinny's channel, or Tom's Trains and Things. This is an awesome community, guys, and one of us falls down. There is so many of us in this community that stand behind them, help people out, and $5 from 100 people, well, you guys do the math. That's a lot of help. A lot of help. So that's pretty cool. And then you get 3 channels doing it too. That's even better, right? So hats off to you guys. Just got to say thank you right from the bottom of my heart. And you guys are awesome. So want to get that just said and done type thing. So, but like I said, if you're not following Vinny, BNSF 6951, and I'm pretty sure everybody is. I'll pause it this time just so we're not getting his feedback. But check him out. Write that down on a piece of paper or put it in a second window. Open it up afterwards. And Tom's Trains and Things. Check him out. He's got quite a few subscribers already, so you guys, if you're following me, you're probably following him. But there might be one of you guys out there not following these guys, so I need more time to watch all these channels. You and me both, John. I'm really starting to go through by thumbnails, and then it just kind of grabs my attention. I'll click on it real quick, but I find it really hard to actually comment on all the videos and make it a worthwhile comment. So maybe I should stop trying to be witty about myself and just say, hey, I was here, cool video, keep it up. That way, and I suggest everybody does that too, just let people know that you've watched it. So then it takes time to leave a comment, so you're actually helping their watch time then too, because you're leaving a comment, and if you're long-winded, you might even get to the end of the video. That's even better. Georgia Sunbelts, how are you, bud? Only about a half hour late. I've taken up half hour already? Wow. I gotta talk more often. Oh, not really. So, like I said, hopefully YouTube kind of fixes my glitch. I've sent them numerous emails. Well, not emails. You take screenshots and it says leave comments and stuff like that. Leave feedback. And I've been doing that every day. I never get anything back from YouTube. But how's a bot supposed to reply to me, I guess? Because a lot of them, I guess, aren't in the office. So, but one of the questions somebody asked me in my video, and if you guys do have any questions to ask me and I don't get to it in the live stream because a lot of times I'm not watching the chat, just go back to my video that says Ask Sparky 107 anything. Put your question in there. But I did get one, and I got a good chuckle out of it. So this gentleman right here, and his videos really aren't that bad. So, but anyway, because of the YouTube thing, he puts that little warning up there. But Rainbow Bell thought he'd be smart, and he wanted to ask me a smart aleck question. So his question to me was, what is the wing velocity of an unladen swallow? Okay, well, my mom used to be right into birds. She loved birds. She had hummingbird feeders out the back of her house. She had bird feeders. She had bird houses. She put lots of trees around her house just to love birds. So I got her lots of bird books. And you know what? Ray, the wing velocity of a swallow is 25 miles an hour. Look it up. Haha, you thought you had me. African or European? European. I just like saying that, European. But yeah, it was a European swallow that most people will talk about. Is there even African swallows? I didn't know that. But anyway, 25 miles an hour. So I'm smarter than you are. Or I guess you're just as smart as I am now because I told you so. Sparky, do you have a DCC Specialties R ramp meter 3 for checking your track? No, I don't, John. You can send me an email with a picture of what it looks like, and then maybe I'll try to get one. Never know. And 25 miles an hour. Wow. Yeah, that's a bird. That's a little small bird though too. And Norman Rowe saying nice. And Vinny 6429. Rainbow Bell, Dustin got it, and so did you. Monty Python. Gotta love it. Oh, okay. Go figure. You get something from Mighty Python. Monty Python. Drill press, Dave. Uh-oh. Must be talking to somebody else there, Ralph. For some reason, the live video is buffering like crazy for me. Oh, dear. Well, you can always lower the resolution on it, and hopefully that helps out a little bit. This is as good as I look tonight anyway, so still all sweaty from work clothes, except I took my orange off. So ramp meter is a great, Frank, I'm pretty sure you meant tool, but it could be a toll. Good evening all, David Z to G, how are you? So, Cotsmore, and I think I got him up here too. Another channel to check out. And this is one of the UK channels, obviously, you can see that now. But a lot of content on his. 3,380 subscribers, so very good. That's cool. But his question to me was, if you didn't model the area that you are modeling, where would your second choice be? Now, I'm glad I read that 10 minutes before my live stream. Gave me 10 minutes to think about it. And, you know, I have always been fascinated, and because I was into Conrail, that's why I'm doing the area that I'm doing, because Conrail ran through southwestern Ontario from the New York side all the way to Chicago. Just used us kind of for the corridor. And cool. Saved quite a bit of time. So timber stuff, how are you? Surf. Spit that out, eh? But because I'm so hooked and fascinated with Conrail to start out with, I'd probably end up doing the Pennsylvania area. I like Horseshoe Curve. Been there once. I want to go back so bad. Just when I was there, I only got to see 2 trains and then got rained on really bad. But it was really cool meet and greet there. So I want to go back there next time I go down. But I want to model the Horseshoe Curve, how it comes in, goes all the way around, and then goes back out, and then the big body of water at the bottom. I was thinking about turning one of these little loops into something like that too, but I'm not sure yet. You never know. Just because I can, right? And you got rolling hills, you got mountains, tunnels, farming, hilly sides, lots of trees in the area, and some of the towns that you can go into that are in Pennsylvania are very rustic. And I really thought that was cool. Like even going to the Horseshoe Curve, I forget the town that, Altoona? Was it Altoona? You guys will correct me, I'm pretty sure what town it was that's that close to Horseshoe Curve. But some of the buildings in there looked like they were from like the 1910, 1920s. Like amazing architectural. Don't ask me to say that word, because that's the type of night I'm having. So, so that was my answer to him. I thought that was a pretty good question, because I've never actually thought about modeling any other area except the one I am. So, Altoona, yeah, that's what I thought. Thanks, Ray. See, I answered your question, you answered mine. Together, we're a pretty good team. Yeah, thanks, Jacob. You can just keep putting that in the chat, too. It's a tongue twister for me. Artemis Junction, how are you, buddy? Good evening, railroaders. And they probably are from 1910. That's what I'd think, Jerry. Like, it was a huge railroad community back then, and the roundhouses and so many structures and stuff were all based off of the railroad. Just awesome. Awesome place to drive through. So, Altoona is where the PRR Museum is, right? Pennsylvania Railroad. I don't know, now I'm confused. No, that's Strasburg. Strasburg's the Pennsylvania Railroad Museum. Right? Right. Okay. Got it. We're okay now, I think. Oh, man. CP368 Productions. I would model either LAJ or something in Chicago. Chicago's kind of cool, too. And I love the Pittsburgh line. And hello to Wordle Road. And we're up to 5631. Very cool. And currently busy listening to you for the past couple hours editing. I've been going for a couple hours. Who else have you been listening to? You traitor. So we also had questions from a couple channels, a couple guys that are probably in the chat. Dustin's N-Scale Railroad, which won the $200 gift certificate from, wow, Otter Valley Railroad. There you go. Telling you, this heat's getting to my head. Or I'm getting old, one of the two. But anyway, Dustin's question was, what do you do for work? So again, guys, watch my preview video to this. That's a big transformer. And basically that's what I do. I build transformer yards. And that's pretty much all I can really say about it. So, into construction, I am an electrician by trade, but they call me an electrical engineer. It sounds really good, but I don't know. David Hunstein, how are you, bud? Okay, I'm here. What did I miss? Did he get to my question? What was your question, David Hunstein? That just sounds really weird saying that. My son's in the chat. And Rach Griffs, how are you? It's being hot in England today. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. You guys are pretty close to us. Except you don't get the humidity over there, I don't think. Well, I kind of know, So, David, throw out your question. I'm watching for it. Looking. Type, type, type. And yes, it is. He makes videos on Transformers. No, I don't make videos about Transformers. I'm not supposed to do that. My question, how do I ask a question? Just the way you did. You silly twerp. Yeah, I was wrong. It's Strasburg. Altoona is the NS shops, yeah. And I'm an electrical engineer also. Hey, cool. And Chasco pops up right there, has not answered my question, because that is the last one I've actually got written down, Chasco, right there. And his question was, curve template, where did you get them? Well, I got them from Otter Valley Railroad. And he's got all different kinds of them, all different sizes. They are, I'll put this one up because it's actually got the company name on there. If you can see it, kind of, the original ribbon rail. And then this one you can kind of see the inside of the bag. And this alignment gauge helps take the kinks and headaches out of laying flex track or hand laying rail. Simply match the gauge to the radius used to align the rail, then slip the gauge between the rail heads and secure the track. And I find with them too that you pop them into the track, and as you're kind of flexing the track around, you can just slide that right on through. And what the heck, I'll just open it. So if you got your piece of flex track, put that in there and mold the track around this, right? So your track's in this, and nowadays you got to drill your own holes in most tracks. So drill them every about 10 ties, and then you slide this through your track, and as you're sliding it, as the tie pops up that's got a hole in it, you stop, put the tack in there, nail it down, and then just keep sliding it around, get to the next one, bang, bang, bang. And like I said, you just keep doing that until your radius, your full turn is done. These things are awesome. Plus, if you're soldering your track, because these are made out of metal, put that in there, put your joints together, slide that back in so your joints are here and here, then do your soldering, and this will be a heat sink for you. Works awesome. So hopefully that answered it for you, Chasco. But yep, and you are the other winner of the gift certificate for Otter Valley. And hopefully you guys got them already. If not, send me another email, both of you, and I'll try to get that straightened out. Chasco, hopefully I sent it to the right email address. I think I only got one for you, but anyway. But yeah, you can always get them from Otter Valley. They are $10.99 Canadian each. So that's what, like $7 for you guys? That's not bad. Mine has slots in the center. Yeah, so you can always find the track nail and bang it down or drill it as you're going. That's cool. I bought 6 of those and they work great. Yeah, I got one. Well, that one's on the floor now. But that's a 32-inch one that I just had out. 30-inch. I actually got one for a 10-inch. This one's just straight. No track's ever straight, but still it keeps it engaged as you're doing it. Because every once in a while you can get a kink, especially when you're doing 2 tracks together and doing the soldering. And this one is a 24, and my Helix has 26 and 28 radius. So I bought quite a few of them. Work handy, and as I'm going through the rest of my layout and actually doing real track work, getting the layout all done up, wider the curves the better, I think. So, and James Gulton just received my 2 new locos from, well, I'm OVR, but I think he meant from. And that's cool. And hopefully you pop up a video for us, James, so we can all see your new stuff. Barnabas Junction, we call them track seta here. That's cool. That's what they do. They're setting the track. So, Big G's Railroad, Anthony wanted to know if you are modeling the transformer load uploaded today, Sparky. That would be a good idea. But I've already got a Chernobyl car with a transformer on it. It's sitting in my old computer room, and it's actually so long it takes the whole doorway. So it sits on top of a door on the sill. It takes the whole door. It's like 30 inches long. And say one question: what made you get into collecting trains? And do you collect coins like I do? I don't collect coins at all, except train coins, and I do have 2 sets of those. Because Amy gave me those for Christmas, and I was supposed to give a set away in a contest, I think. So we might have to do that someday. And humanity, I'll get to that one, because that's the very last question I've actually got written in my book. Now, where did that go? So what got me into collecting trains is, David, when you were actually very, very young, I think you were maybe a year old, we lived on that farmhouse, and I actually had 2 train, well, I had a train set in the basement, 2 sheets of 4x8 plywood, and just ran an oval on that, and had that all set up in little blocks. I had about 6 transformers, those old gold Tyco transformers on it, and I just sat down there for hours playing with trains. And then, of course, when we moved, it was too big to get out of the basement, so it might even still be there, who knows. So that's what really got me hooked into trains again. But then having 2 kids, 2 lovely boys, well, finances get a little tight, so came out of trains and worked without play for most of it anyway. Moved in here with Amy, and at first I started watching model airplane videos on YouTube, and people flying them and remote control planes. I wanted to get those so bad. Awesome things. So for that Christmas, Amy got me a model of a plane, which was a skeleton. And then she got me another model of a Black Widow, I think it was. And then she got me an actual RC airplane that if you lost control of it, you just let go of it and it would land. Awesome. And I got looking at it. It was all styrofoam, basically. Oh, okay. Well, people must crash these things. So then I started looking at videos of crashing model airplanes. And yeah, when these things crash, they don't just break off a wing or a tail section or a wheel. They go poof. And I thought, whoa. So these things like can be lots of money, and some of them just go poof and they're gone. That's it. You got a motor. That's all that's left. So the one that really turned me off a kid goes out, he's got an F-14 Tomcat, brand new, never flown before, takes it out to the air club, and he's going to fly, and the people that are doing a video of it, and they're older people, but he's going to take off, but he's going to take off into the wind. And these guys are laughing about it at the club. And it's like, ah, look at this guy, he's going to crash his brand new plane, and he's taking off into the wind, he doesn't know nothing. So instead of helping the guy, this kid, they let him take off. And the plane takes off, goes like this, catches the wind, goes like that, and just goes poof into the ground. And I'm like, wow, you guys are real. You guys can fill in the blank right there. And that was it. So then I started watching train videos, model train videos. And Amy noticed that. So she took my model plane back and came back with a train set. Which in turn, I bought another train set. Then I put the track together in my living room, and then in the basement, and then in the other part of the basement, and now we're here. So that's how we got to that one. Hopefully that. So I buy good presents. Yes, you do, Amy, because you got rid of me. I'm out in the garage now, or out in the shed. So your plan worked right from day one. That's why I never got into RC planes. I'm telling you, that video just turned me. It turned my stomach, and I couldn't be part of a community that is like that. And I'm glad I got into model trains, because look at the people I'm meeting, the community that we're part of, and just I can't. You guys all know it. You guys are all the best. You guys all know it. So. Anyway, so Humanity Junction, you were one person that asked this question, and this question did come up a lot in Ask Sparky 107 anything, and that was, where did my name come from? Well, because I'm an electrician, and yes, I really did have an old pair of pliers, and if I wanted to find a circuit in a house, I would take those pliers, I would go up to that wire, and I would cut it, and poof! Sparks would fly everywhere, Sparky, but normally it would shut the breaker off in the guy's panel. So now I can work on replacing it, blah, blah, blah. Works great. The 107. Now, you guys are going to get really disappointed in this. You know how you go on a website or a new email address or whatever, right? And you put in your name. So I put in Sparky. And the email address people, whoever, whatever, right? I was making up a new email address. And they came back and said, Sparky is already taken, try Sparky 107. And I went, nope, I'm better than that. I'm Sparky 107, 107. That's it. That's how I got my name. Really exciting, eh? Sorry to burst everybody's bubble. I'm pretty sure there was like 6 people that asked that question. So we're glad you got into model trains too, Sparky. Oh, thank you. Just Nate. And like I said, it's an awesome community. So you've been to the Digger Museum in Cumbria? Digger? Nope. And cool, thanks for sharing. I've been thinking of getting into model big robots myself. Much more in my budget. Yeah, that'd be cool. And I actually watch a guy. I'll have to figure that out, who he is. Maybe you guys in the chat can help. Who was the guy that built the R2-D2? And now he's into model railroading. And it was an actual working R2-D2. Do you guys remember his name? Because I can't think about it right on the top. My chat stopped scrolling. Don't see anyone's comment. Okay, Georgia Sunbelt, go up to the top where it says top chat or live chat. Click on that and hit live chat. Even if you're on live chat, hit live chat again. And it should come back up for you. We have a radio station here called Rock 107. Yeah, so do we. Right here in Kitchener. So, anybody else got a couple more questions as I'm looking at the chat, I guess? How long ago did you make my name? Was that question? How long ago did you take on that name? I'm going to say I was probably 27, 28 years old. So, long time, because I'm almost 50 now. And that actually answers somebody else's question. One person asked me how old I was. Couldn't believe that. You revealed that one in one of your videos. Yes, I did. A long time ago. And hopefully, Georgia Sunbelt, your chat came back up. Also, Digger World in New York. New York's? Evan Strains, how are you? Yes, it'll be good to see Amy again. Oh, hi, Rachel. I should read the name first. But that's in 2021. We'll be over there again. Hopefully doing the Matt Slade birthday get-together again. And then taking off to Paris. And you never know where else we're going to end up. So, I think anyone missed me, Barnabas? I didn't think anybody missed. Well, she talks to you all the time about a moose, so. Jacob J. laughing. I wish I was almost 50. I'm 49. So, pretty sure. Cool railway there, Digger. Digger's stealing the show. So I do have one more question that I want to ask you guys. You need to look at Stephen Bennett's channel. He builds transformers, yes. I actually talked to him, and because he works in a company that actually builds stuff for my company. So, without giving away the two companies, so, but I won't do that. But him and I do actually talk back and forth, so that's kind of cool that you would mention that. Because I didn't think people would actually put two and two together there, Rob. But yeah, Stephen Bennett does actually make transformers, breakers, switches, all kinds of stuff. So it's very cool. He's been sent home for a couple of weeks, so he might be back to work now, though. I'm sure you guys are watching his videos. So Steve's got an amazing layout, and yeah, it's caused a lot of trouble for everyone. Okay, different conversations, and I'm jumping in on half of them. You are a super show host, Amy. Yeah, she's got to come back out here and co-host. And I promise not to, like, go off the deep end and swear. Won't have a rant for a while, so. Sounds like Amy has plans for your weekend, Sparky. Well, she can try to have plans all she wants. I'm working. And she knows that. She knows I'll be working for, like, the next 3 months, so. And Container Man 68 telling Amy he misses her. Well, come on up and get her. Laugh out loud, bull, Sparky. Like I said, I don't get into too many rants. I think I've had 3 on my channel, and 2 of them I've actually got rid of. So something isn't working. Okay, what's not working? Well, my thumb's not working today either. All Amy said is something's not working. Something isn't working. Huh. Where's the tractor? Yeah, Ralph, where's the tractor? Still haven't shown me how to paint that thing. Highland Husky Mooch Squad, how are you? CP368. Meanwhile, I am dreading 30 in a couple of years. Oh boy. And Og Denstenberg. I'll get that one right when it slows down. And Prescott Mainline saying hi. Border closed until mid-June. Yep. So far. I'm thinking July 1st. And if anybody doesn't know so far, aw, thanks, kiddo. Love you, Dad. Love you too, bud. And oh, come on, get up here. I gotta get someone to build me a little rack for these wigs. So if anybody knows a good woodworker, there we go. Thanks, buddy. And something tells me I'm gonna get an email from or a text in about 10 minutes saying, "Dad, can I borrow 20 bucks?" I spent my last 2 on you. So cool. Any idea about Strasbourg? So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at now. I'm not going to make the next meet and greet huge, big. I'm probably only going to say it maybe 2 weeks ahead of time. Once the border opens, and I'm not even sure if Amy is going to join me yet, because she's still a little leery about traveling and stuff. You're such a dork. Great, now it's 40 bucks. I know how this is going to work. But when the border does open, I am hoping for the last week of August. So I head down and Strasbourg Railroad, the museum, and all that stuff. I'll still do the weekend there and do the Red Caboose. I want to go there, but it just might be me. That's it. So I don't know. But like I said, I'm not going to make a big to-do over it because 2 weeks isn't going to leave a lot of people a lot of time to like book flights, book time off work, do everything. There's a lot of people around Strasbourg that can make a 3 to 5 hour drive. Mine's going to be a 6 hour drive, so a good woodworker, Amy. Oh boy. Container Man 68. And I got to give a special shout out right now to Lawrence Dayoff and a mail call. I just got this today. So Lawrence sent me this. And I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a little bandana. And I was never much of a rebel when I was a kid, so I might have to get Amy to show me how to actually do these. I think you fold them in half like so. Put it over your head like so. Go like that. Put it around like that. Over top of your ears, dummy. And try not to tie your... There, how did I do? Besides lifting up my eyebrows right now and I can't blink. So Lawrence Dayoff, thanks very much for this. I think I got this right. Get off my eyebrows so I can blink. Wow, that's tight. I can pick you up on the way, Ray. There you go. So, like I said, with the Strasbourg thing, 2-3 weeks notice basically. But that's what I am aiming for, is the last weekend of August. Now, Lawrence Dayoff also sent me, oh, look at this one. Oh my. This one I might have to give to Amy. And you guys could, no, don't even use your imagination on this one. Oh, this is so cool. I like this one. I feel like Jenny Kirk. Look at me. I'm Jenny. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. She might be in here. Oh. Okay, first person that makes any wisecrack about the pigtails, boot him out. Because I know what's going through my head right now. Sparky equals RWC number 2. RWC Toyman? Is he in here tonight? I haven't seen him, but that's my pops. And Chris Mitchell, I'm planning on mailing them out Saturday morning. And Pee-wee Woods West Stocking. P.P. West Stocking. Never heard of that. Ron Brights. Look at a monkey, Sparky. So sweet. Aw. No, Vinny, I'm not wearing this one for you. Thanks, Container Man 68. Very cool of you. And Lawrence Dayoff. People might like this one. So, okay, so 52 minutes. I got a question I want to ask you guys. Now, some channels are going with the memberships. Right now, what I've got going, come on, mouse, find it, is I have a Patreon page. Now, a lot of people go for the $10 a month one, and I've got 6 levels. There it actually shows you. I have 15 Patreons, and that's how much money I get per month. Minus, I think Patreon takes about 10% with all their fees and stuff. Now, the one thing I have to say about Patreon is soon they will be charging tax. So, if you're a Patreon member and you're giving a $10 pledge, based on your state or province or wherever else you live, whatever your tax is, they will be tacking it on top of the $10. So if it's 15%, you're going to get nailed another 15% on top of the $10. They don't take the 15% off of the $10. So your super chats will be going up a little bit. I do have 6 levels, a couple at 25. I got nobody at 50 and nobody at 500. Now what's wrong with you guys? I thought for sure those two would be like sold out right away. But anyway, so that's one way that I finance a lot of the contests that we have here and some of the products. And I got the tree behind me still that I still have to work on. I was going to try to do this tonight. You see, I got a bunch of branches made up, but we just didn't get to it tonight. Not enough time. But yeah, the Patreon, that's what that goes for. And Otter Valley, he gives me quite a bit of stuff to give away to you guys, rolling stock or things like that. So that's HO stuff mostly. And the N scale stuff is what I buy with the Patreon money to match up with the HO scale stuff that Otter Valley gives me. So it's kind of given that way. It was stolen. They rejected my card. I'm gonna have to read that. I signed up. Oh, I signed up for 500. Thanks, John. Cute wig, Sparky. Hey, Roy Smith, how are you? From Panama. If I spent 500 on you, Sparky, these 2 weeks would have been the only time you could have came down to live with me. Yeah, except, like I said, and I made a joke about that last week too. If somebody did the 500, like, you better be Canadian, because they can't get over the border. So, anyway, that would kind of kill that. So, like I said, Patreon is going to start charging taxes. Nothing I can do about that. I guess it's the law. They have to do it. The government, doesn't matter what government it is, they got to get their little fingers into your money somehow. And Lawrence Day Off, thank you very much. Container Man 68, that is awesome. And these little hairs down here at the bottom, they'll go right through your shirt. Oh, man. But yeah, I think I did this. Oh, I wrecked it. I think I did this right. You think I'd actually keep talking about the subject I was on. So, memberships. I can drop, and you guys can all feel free to say stuff in the chat right now. Hopefully my chat is going to stay there next week and I can watch the replay of the chat. But I'll try to watch the chat now just in case it doesn't. But anyway, memberships. Now I was thinking, because they do new icons and stuff like that, little emojis and things, if you're a member, I can create some for you guys. So I was thinking, if I did memberships, and I was kind of saying I wasn't going to because I do Patreon, but I was thinking $1.99 gets you in the door, right? And then you can use all these new emojis and stuff that I would have to try to make up. Now, I'm not good on a computer, but I try to make some up. I think they'd be kind of cool. Make little trains up and little guys putting wigs on and so on and so forth. So for membership, there's that. Lord, stay off. Hey, buddy, I'm wearing your thingy that you sent. Hopefully this is what it's for. And I had your wig on just a minute ago. For like 5 minutes. So I was going to do one for $1.99. If you guys are actually going to say that membership would be okay on this channel. Because I don't, YouTube to me isn't all about making the money as much as it is holding the contests and stuff like that. Now, if the channel is making more money, we'd have more contests. I know that much. So there is, just do Patreon. So there's that. And then there's just do memberships. So like I said, $1.99 would be the first one. That's just so you can get in and use the new emojis and stuff like that. Then I was thinking like $5.99, and after 6 months you get like a free mug or something. And if you did like a $15.99 after 6 months, you get a t-shirt. And then of course you'd have to keep on going, hopefully. So that would be kind of the membership tiers that I would do. I'm not sure. I know Tom's Trains and Things was in here, and he does memberships. How many tiers can you have is one of my questions, because I haven't actually even looked into it. So I can do Patreon, which I'm doing now, and it is working. Or I can do memberships, and maybe everybody can get in on like $1.99 each, and then that would make more. Or I can do both. So if you're still a Patreon, you can continue to be a Patreon. Now, the thing with my Patreon, everybody that joins my Patreon page knows that I don't really do videos or posts or anything on my Patreon page. It is strictly there for people to help out the Wednesday Night Live chat. All their money goes right into the chat, into contests and stuff like that. And you guys have seen my contests. I'm pretty sure you do know that I'm actually putting more money into my contests than I'm actually getting from Patreon. And like I said, Otter Valley, he's pretty good. He's given me some pretty awesome gifts too for you guys. So it's kind of what I was thinking. YouTube takes his cut. That is another thing that I was looking at. And it was another reason why I didn't want to do the membership thing. Because YouTube right off the bat, and like I said, I haven't read into it, the memberships yet. But I know with their super chats and stuff like that, they take 30% right off the bat. So there's YouTube with 30%. Patreon used to take 5%. I think they're up to 8%. But now they're going to charge taxes. So the only reason why I'm really asking about it is because A, it gives options, or B, if they're going to start charging tax on the Patreon thing, I'm not going to feel bad if you guys stop being my Patreons because of that, because I don't want to pay taxes either. So you can pay taxes with Patreon, which could be up to like 15%, depending on where you live. I do not know what people's taxes are. Or you can do YouTube stuff, which is 30% right off the bat. So, like I said, hopefully my chat shows up this week and I can actually go back through this. But please let me know if you guys would like to see memberships on here. And like I said, the first tier would be $1.99, just so you guys can do the little icons and emojis and things like that. I think they're kind of fun. I am a member on 2 other channels. Tom's Trains and Things is one of them. So every month that you're a member too, it actually changes the color of your symbol. I think that's kind of cool. But PayPal don't charge you anything if people send as a gift. That is true, Chuck. There is that. But I don't put up my PayPal very often for you guys to look at. So you might not have to pay taxes on a Patreon thing if Sparky does not provide tangible rewards such as shirts or mugs or that kind of thing. But I do. You get mugs and you get shirts off of mine. Because I owe Rick Bailey a mug so far. And I always send out, you get a mug from me, I always send you 2. So and they're sitting right back there waiting to go. And everything's starting to open up around here. You have to keep your distance from people, the social distancing and all that stuff. And at work they actually have given us, it's called a VersaTube. It's a tube. Anybody here wear a turtleneck sweater? It's a sweater that's got a tube on it. Well, they've taken the tube part off, made it this long, literally this long, and it's to protect your nose and your mouth. So you put this thing over your head, around your neck, down to about here, over your nose, and the back of it is up here. This is what holds it up, is it's up here under your hard hat, holding it over your nose and your mouth. Meanwhile, you're sweating like a son of a gun because this all bunches up down here, but we have to wear it because it's FR, which is flame retardant. Go figure that one out. So anyway, I do have that thing if I actually start going out into the real world. Oh man, what's it like out there? I haven't been out in months. Huh, anyway. So, once everything does start opening up, I'm still going to give it a couple weeks, and then I'm going to get everything mailed out for my last 2 contests. So, and some of my Patreon members will be getting mugs. So, Miles Junction N Scale, nice to see you. The bandana is worn over the wig. The bandana is worn over the wig. Oh. That might be a hard one to do, actually, but you never know. Maybe you could do it. I'll try it. Why not? Used underpants, anything goes. Okay, not going there. Sounds like a balaclava helmet we wore as a kid. Yeah, kind of. No. And Jack, no, there's no trains running because for 15 minutes before my live stream, well, longer than that, but for the last 15 minutes before my live stream, they kept acting up and they didn't want to play nice, so I just shut it off and said, nope. Thought it was a good thing to do because I'd be one of those guys that would go, fine, you don't want to work? Bang! And then I'd feel really bad if the wheel broke or something on it and be like, oh, why'd you do that, you dummy? All you had to do is shut it off, come back later. So, faulty track, Jack. It's got to be something like that. So, it's funny because I was actually just talking to one of my friends, new friends, on Facebook Messenger about his track, and we were kind of laughing about it because he also uses Easy Track. And I said, well, you can solder the track together, but just remember, it's garbage after you take it apart. Because the Buckman Easy Track, yep, there's no unsoldering that stuff when it's done. So, Kevin KB Rail Hats will be here this week. Okay, Vinny. Speaking of that, Vinny's doing that little shout out. I'm going to swing through all these channels that I kind of did a shout out for tonight. But please feel free, promote your channels. Let me know how many followers you guys have. Any contests you guys know of, or you're going to have. Any goals that you have. You're close to a couple hundred subscribers. Throw it up there. Ask people to follow and subscribe to you. Why not? This is the time to do it because the moderators are all on break. But speaking of moderators, Jack, time to do track maintenance. Yeah, I was doing some cleaning, and it's scary out there, Sparky. Yeah, that's what I don't know, Roy. Like I said, because I build transformer stations and yards and stuff like that, we're in a fenced off enclosed area. So I go to work, go through the fence. I'm usually about 100 meters inside a fence doing my job. And then 10.5 hours later, I come out of it. So I haven't gone to a grocery store anywhere. Amy does all that, and she's been doing it online, ordering it, picking it up, and comes straight home. So, but anyway, School Kill has 471. Chasco's 211. CDP 1965 211. Otis 59. And Barnabas Junction 3,443. Nice numbers, buddy. Cool. Ralph Greenwood 419. Do not subscribe to me. Never. No way. Go away. Don't look. Don't chat. Don't do nothing. Norman Rowe 6143. Oh, you must be talking about me, but we've gone down a bit. And Laura Eagleswig. Ah, I remember that. Rick Daly just hit 200 subs today. Think I'll do a contest at 250. Very cool, man. That's awesome. I know 100's a big milestone, 200, and then you start looking at that 500, and then you get the 1,000 and think, woohoo, I'm huge. And then you start actually looking at other channels that are huge. You're just a little drop in the sea, man. I'm still traveling in a Marriott right now. Oh, cool. Must be nice to fly around. I subscribed to Joey Buzak today, too. He does great scenery work. Yes, he does. I watch his channel. And New Fenris 202. And well done, Rick. Model Railway YouTube Community Group has 378. And they got a podcast coming up in the start of June. That's going to be cool. We have a competition on our podcast. That's not done yet. But yeah, their last podcast has a competition in it. Or a contest, as we call it. So I haven't heard anything from Hot Rod Rodney. So he usually goes live Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Then Friday we got our cousin Vinny, BNSF 6951. He is at 8 p.m. Eastern. And what I will be missing for a while now, glasses and toot toot. Okay. And yeah, I think the phone's on. Phone's on. Go ahead, toot away. There's your glasses, buddy. We got Back on Track Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. So just click on Back on Track and check that out. They got a pretty good live stream going. And they're going to be holding, they're getting an idea for another contest coming up. So might not want to miss that group. So, and there, Rick Bailey, there's your toot. Only gives you one though. And there you go, toot toot. So that's all I got for you tonight, guys. Like I said, I like to have trains running and stuff. Hopefully I get my track work fixed. I'm only going to be home for part of Sunday. So hopefully I can get some work done on the track, get it working, because one of my live streams coming up, either next one, well, it won't be next week, because next Wednesday, guys, I'm actually going to take next Wednesday off. So next Wednesday at 7 p.m. is open if somebody wants to do that one. Anybody at all. And the only thing I really ask is if you're going to do it, because I do know some people look for Wednesday night live chat. You type that and name your live stream Wednesday night live chat, you should get a bunch of my viewers. So even if you're a smaller channel, give it a try. Enjoying your staycation, Roy. Yeah. Would have been nice if I would have had one. But then again, people that did have one are going stir crazy. So maybe it was good I was at work. Great stream, Sparky. Thanks everybody for showing up and chatting. And I gotta learn to read the chat better. So, like I said, hopefully this shows up. I'd like to know what you guys said about channel memberships. Like I said, I didn't want to throw them on my channel yet, because like I said, I do the Patreon thing. So I figured I'd ask you guys if you don't mind. It's not like you have to click on it, but I know when I first did Patreon, I actually took Patreon down for about 5 months. I had 2 people really nasty, and one of them's still a friend of mine, but it's just the nasty comments I got about, oh, you're using YouTube just to make money for your layout. It's like, dudes, I'm not using that money goes right back into this live chat, plus some. Trust me, it's costing me money to do these live streams. So anyway, toot toot. There you go, Rick. Just because I haven't answered that one yet. Oh, you did do two, you little booger. So, like I said, channel memberships, they might be coming to this channel. I just don't want to tick anybody off thinking I'm looking for more money and stuff like that. The money doesn't go to me at all. I try to give it back to you guys. So that's it for me, guys. I gotta get into the house. Oh, ponytails and American flag bandana, please. All right. Tell the haters to go to hell. Well, John, basically that's the way I looked at it too. That's why I put my Patreon back up. And it was only a couple people that were really nasty about it. And like I said, you don't have to click on it. You don't have to join Patreon. You don't have to join the membership things. It's just there as an option. So, and you want the bandana too. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Alright. There you go. And why not? Norman Road. Oh my. Good night, Sparky. Get the meter on the track as the trains go by. No cool. No doubt. Ha ha. Hee ha. Well, John, I'm bringing this one for you to wear next time I come to California. We'll do a live stream again in the tower. You're wearing this one. Now we want convoy. Yeah, no doubt. That'd be cool. And where's the guitar? Not quite, Willie. Not quite. Nope. And all we need is a guitar and a train freak. Careful. Alright, guys, that's it. And ContainerMan68, thanks very much, buddy. Awesome. And Lawrence Day Off, thanks very much for the mail call, the gifts. These are awesome, buddy. Very cool. And I feel very honored that people, when they're out shopping and out and about, and they see something and they actually think of me and pick it up and send it to me. That's really cool to kind of have an impact on a community like that. So, or like this. So, smoke some weed, man. I just got none of that. Don't mail me that, though. Wife would kill me for sure. Laugh out, Rick. I think you can have that. Uh-oh. Well, I'll have to read that later, too. So, alright, guys. That's it. Thanks for joining me. And like I said from last week, thanks very much for helping out Redbird Tony 2010. I'm going to end with putting that on the screen, so make sure you guys go over, check out his channel, and subscribe to this guy, please. But with that, have a good night, guys. And bye for now. Willy Wonka, haha. Night, folks. Night, folks. Willie Nelson. Good night, all. Thanks, Sparky, for a great stream. And woodworking with Amy, haha. RWC Toyman, hey. Hey, nice to see you. We talked about you earlier. Hardcore MOH. Good night, Sparky 107 PDR, our engineer. It was a great stream tonight, Sparky. Thanks for being you. Man, thanks for joining us, bud. Model Railway YouTube Community Group. Good night, everyone. Stay safe and stay well. Rick Bailey, night all. Santa Fe Bob, good night, everyone. Roy Smith from Panama with the N-Scale Union Pacific Evanston Subdivision. Thanks, Sparky. I like the membership. Cool. James Galton. Night, everyone. David Z to G, Scale. Bye all, stay well. Miles Junction, N-Scale. I will stay on Patreon. Thank you. That's cool. Like I said, I just had to tell you guys about Patreon charging taxes. Like I said, I think that's kind of crazy. For the pennies that, for most part, right? For the pennies the governments are actually going to get for that. Like, really? Now, mind you, some channels are making a living off Patreon, but wow. Crazy. So, I guess that's the way I look at it, just because I don't have a lot of Patreons, but anyway. Alright, guys. Bye for now. Take it easy, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. Hot Rod Rodney's channel, if he's streaming. We'll find out tomorrow. And then Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, because Vinny. Bye, guys.